Hey guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with Nitro. It's been a long time since I played Kerbal, and now that they're finally released and off of Steam Early Access, we have version 1.0.2.842, and they add a whole bunch of new stuff to the game. I got a little acquainted with the new um, update and played around with it a little bit, started a career mode, and I actually enjoyed it now because there's a lot more to it than when I tried it back when it was a new thing to the game. So I'm actually going to start a new career mode now and give it a go. So we'll call it Nitro. I'll use my Wayland Yutani flag here. And I'm going to set the difficulty to moderate just for now. I don't really want to do hard because I do like quick loading and revert flights every now and again because I'm still getting used to deadly reentry. So let's just go ahead and do that. Start off. I liked all the new parts that they added to the game. It's new for me since I'm a stock player, and I don't play around with mods just yet, but I probably will later on in the future. Let's see, flight director, hello sir. Yeah, cool. So I already know the tutorial, and yeah, I like their whole career mode thing that they got now. And yep. I was a little sad they didn't add any new planets. At least I don't think they did. Yeah, no. So we still got Jewel and everything. Unless they added a new moon somewhere or something. Nope. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I like the upgrades that you can do to the base by right-clicking. You can select and upgrade it. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. Alright, I see what they did here. So in the harder difficulty, it actually takes a lot more money to upgrade a facility than it does in normal, because I was playing this on normal before. Let's go ahead. Oh, actually, I should probably go to the whoops, the command center, and grab some contracts. Let's see, max active contracts is 2 at the moment. So we have all the altitude records, and those unlock automatically now, which is pretty cool. We'll do launch first vessel. Gathers scientific data from Kerbin. Yeah, so that's pretty easy, so we'll go ahead and do that one. And then escaping the atmosphere, we'll do that as well as orbit here eventually. Alright, so now we got some contracts. Go ahead and start. Make a new vessel. Always need a parachute. Now you can actually, I can just go and grab some science data right from the launch pad, I think. We don't even have to really go anywhere. Oh, got these two, so... Oh, I guess we can actually launch. It'll be alright, so... Grab that. And they add this new starting solid fuel booster, which is pretty powerful. And one of the things I never really did when I was playing Kerbal Space Program back in the days, I didn't mess with the thrust limiters all that much, or the amount of fuel in starting tanks, but now you kind of have to. Because I'm not really sure if it will, but if you launch this thing, or if you launch some command pods of some of the other solid fuel boosters, because of the deadly reentry effects, it'll actually blow up your pod. Just launching. Since the atmosphere is a lot thinner, you get up to higher speeds a lot quicker. So I'm going to set the thrust limiter here at 50%-ish. Can't quite get to 50, but there we go. So we'll have it at 50% power, and that should do. So let's go ahead and launch. They had a bunch of new contracts too, which I like their contract progression system more now, since it doesn't seem to have as many random contracts in it. There's actually more meaningful things. Alright, so we get the crew report, and then if you do a EVA report while on a ladder on any pod anywhere on any planet, it'll actually give you as you're flying, see? So EVA report will flying over Kerbin's shores, even though we're not really flying. But it's an interesting thing you can do here, so you don't have to worry about like trying to do it while your craft is descending or something like that, which is pretty cool. Let's get the mystery goo, and let's aim for the water. So we'll just power up and boop. So yeah, there you go. That's 50% engine thrust limiter power. So we'll head over here, and let's actually just grab the mystery goo while flying and keep that data. And I got like, yeah, so now with the new atmospheric model, you actually get caught in the slipstream, so the SAS systems that you get later on is a little bit more helpful than it was previously before the update. It's also a little bit more difficult to control craft, which I actually really like. I know some people don't think a lot of my craft that I build are meant to fly with the new atmospheric model, but I will build some better... I'm falling pretty quick. I'll build some better craft like my space stations that I built before in previous videos, and I'll launch those with the new atmospheric model. They're going to take a few more parts because I'll have to put some more aerodynamic parts on them, as well as some wings, and put those on there before I attempt to fly them. Otherwise, like, they'll start flipping around when we try to fly. Alright, and we can do a couple more EVA reports here. So we'll do an EVA report while flying over the water. Keep that one. And then you can go EVA and just do one from inside the water. Hello, Jeb. Alright, we'll recover you, and then the vessel, and that'll give us some good starting science data. And now they can gain XP too, which actually affects your craft. Alright, so there we go, 38 science. And some more funds. I think my mouse is bugging out. Alrighty. So let's see, we just accomplished a bunch of contracts. So let's see what else we can do. Escape the atmosphere is one. More altitude records. So yeah, we'll accept that. Not gonna do orbit yet, because we need to get some of these things. So we'll get basic rocketry, get engineering. Let's see, that's 15, so that's a heat shield, wings, and some boosters. Let's see, it's 20 science. So I want the as much of the science collecting things as possible, especially the barometer, because once we get the atmospheric flight, then we can just fly around Kerbin and get tons of science with that. But I think probably gonna go for general rocketry. Actually, no, we unlocked the science thing, so let's get purchase. Oh, we have to buy those? I don't know if I have to buy those. We'll research that one. Flight controls, good. Yeah, I think I have to buy those now. Let's check. I haven't played it on a higher difficulty other than normal, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so we do have to buy these. It's kind of interesting. So we're gonna have to plan. I'm gonna have to plan my my flights out a little differently than what I did before, which is very good. I like additional challenge. So we got. So that comes for free. Ooh. Ooh, that's a new thing. I think they just added some more parts. Alright, so we'll purchase all the things that I just unlocked, basically. Alright, so we're back down to 100,000 bucks. I want to check some of the other things. They added the new mining equipment, which I haven't got a chance to play around with that yet. but I really want to. I'll try to do a grand tour at some point and do a jewel moon hop with minimal kit and do some mining on the moons. I also have a bunch of survey equipment and whatnot too, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. I'm just checking the new parts right now, seeing if I see anything different. Not too much. Other than, you know, all the parts that they added. But okay. So, yeah, still just all those contracts available, so let's go ahead and launch another vessel here. Okay. So let's just make a new one. Get that. Basic parachute. Science pod. And yeah, this is new. The basic fin. I didn't see that in there before, but I guess these are just things you can stick on rockets. It's slightly less unstable. How much does it cost? 25 bucks. That's how cheap it is. Alright. Let's get the other science thingies right there. Let's see. Okay. I do want to unlock some of the other science things before I start going to too many biomes. That way I can just remember what I've already done. That's going to be a very powerful engine. And the little parachute should be good enough to get us a safe enough landing. I hope. I don't think I'm going to need the bigger one. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Okay, so we'll just launch this little guy. I just want to try and get some more scientific data. Alright, power up to full. I can actually just observe the materials bay here from the launch pad. We'll get that. I think I already did this one. Yep, okay, cool. Board that. And whenever you get out of your pod now, I don't know if it did it before, but it auto disengages SAS, which I guess is kind of good. So that's a repeatable one for minimal science, so we'll do that. Actually, let's go low power. There we go. Let's get a crew report here. Actually, let's aim a little bit towards the water. And that one's repeatable. We're flying at Kerbal, so we'll get that one too. Actually, this might give me a good report from right around this area. I don't know if it'll necessarily count as the shore. Actually, here, I'll just push myself over a little bit closer to the shoreline. That should be good. Yeah, that's good. And we're out of fuel. We're gonna land in the water. Oh well. That's okay. Oh, parachutes act differently! Okay. That took a bit longer to deploy. Ooh. Oh, yes it did. So, I guess I need more parachutes. That was not part of the plan. So we just lost a bunch of science there. But it's only like 2,000, I think, so we didn't really lose that much. Alright, so parachutes take longer to open, which isn't necessarily a good thing. I was just thinking about adding more fuel, but I guess I don't need to. What I do need, though, is more parachutes. So that's new. Alright, extra parachutes. Let's try this again. Get a little bit more science data. Good thing this is a cheap craft. So let's try, just from here. Get the mystery goo. Alright, that's worth almost nothing. Let's do just that quickly just so I can get that data, and then we'll do one from in-flight. There we go. And let's see. Yeah, now I can get the general rocketry and purchase that. Okay, launch it again. Aim it that way. Keep that data. And that should be good. Alright, and that'll land us more in the shoreline, which is where I wanted to be anyway. And we get the altitude record. Yay! Alright, parachutes deployed. Yeah, the atmosphere is a lot thinner now, so we came in a little bit fast for the parachutes, so I guess one thing I might have to do a little later on is add a landing engine, so that way we can thrust before we touch down, just so it slows us down a little bit more. And speed that up a bit. There we go. Parachutes deployed. Alright, so that was a good deployment. This little parachute takes a lot longer to open up, so I don't really like that. And they did add drogue chutes, so I'm gonna have to test those out and see if they're effective. Alright, so this might be from KSC or from shores as far as the science goes, so we'll see when we get out here. Boop. Alright. Observe the goo. Yep, from KSC, so that's good. Got a crew report. And I think to get EVA, it's only available on the ground. Yep. Because we're flying over the shores, apparently. There we go. Keep that. Alright. Cover. There we go. Good deal. Lots of science. Okay. Let's research and purchase. Okay. And then all these are 45 a pop. Yeah, and I want that thermometer because that gives us more science data. And then after that, probably gonna get some jet engine parts just so we can fly around and grab different types of data that way. Okay. More altitude records, escape atmosphere. Okay. Cool. So, let's see, still got those engines. Actually gonna replace that with a solid fuel booster. And we'll put the thrust limiter again at 50%. It's because it is quite powerful. See if there's anything else I really need. I don't think there is. I can try some of these basic fins, I guess. Just stick some fins up on there. And it should be good. Yeah. Go ahead and launch. Alright, let's point the other way this time. So we'll point that way. So hopefully we'll land out here in the grasslands. That'll get us some science data. So far, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Alright, there we go. Crew report while flying over the grasslands. We'll get that one. Got another altitude record. We're really cutting the slipstream. Come on. Flip around, damn you. Flip. 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 Oh, it's not flipping. Might be able to rocket it around here. Come on. It's not working. Flip. Flip. This might be bad. Flip. Flip. There we go. Alright, that's better. We have flipped. Alright, good. So we'll get grasslands data here, and then some more science. There we go. Oh, that had to hurt. It's alright though. Jib is a professional. He's fine. There we go. That's a good amount of science data. Let's see. What else can I do? Alright, I guess if we want to escape the atmosphere, let's go ahead and try. Put a heat shield on here for good measure, just in case. Get a solid fuel booster. I think we can escape the atmosphere with 2 of these. Close enough. Do that. on now. What's the issue? Oh, the mass. Damn. Well, I guess we're taking fins off. I don't know if that'll be enough. Nope. Damn. About 1 ton over. Actually, if it's just a science pod, maybe we don't need all the extra parachutes. 19.7. Yeah, it's not enough. Well. Aerodynamic parts. Nope. Pretty negligible. Well. Let's try these then. Let's see if I can just put 4 of them on here. Nope. About 3. There we go. Alright, so I can fit 3 of these things on there, so that should be good to get us going. So put some fins on this thing. About like that. And I guess can't go wrong with adding parachutes. There we go. Okay. Good. 17.1 tons. That's good. Get rid of those. Okay, so that's those. Then they eject, and then this one's gonna go off and eject. Alright. So this will be suborbital flight, hopefully. And then we got the heat shield if we need it. Let's hope we don't. Let's see what happens here. This is 100% thrust too on all of these, so it should be pretty spectacular. Oh yes. Oh no. Not good. Pull up. Pull up. What is going on? That is a true Kerbal rocket right there. Oh, we're still alive. Ah, wrong way. Oh, not good. Eject. I don't know where that rocket's going, but I don't want to be attached to it. Oh, don't hit the vehicle building. Alright, good. It'll land nice and far away. Okay, so that wasn't exactly as planned. So, that's where the revert flight comes in handy. It was not meant to go that way. Well, in that case, let's just say screw the boosters. And we'll put basic fins on this thing right here and right here. And hope and pray we don't die. So now let's try it. We'll just launch it with 1 booster, because 3, without any of the aerodynamic fins that also add control surfaces, I don't think we're going to get very far. And we might die due to overheating as well. We got speed record. It's getting hot. There we go. Eject ourselves from the booster. Alright, good. So we got upper atmosphere stuff here, which is pretty nice. Cool. So we didn't need the heat shield, which is pretty good. Oh no, don't flip over. Stay right there. Yeah, we're gonna land in KSC again. That's okay. We achieved 3 more goals. Yep. Cool. Nice soft landing. Alright, so first thing I really need to upgrade is probably going to be the launch pad. The little thing won't really work for much longer. And boop. Cool. And for what little science it's worth, we'll get the other mystery goo. Alrighty, so that actually gives us a pretty decent amount of science. It costs 112,000, which I think might be a bit too much at the moment. The temperature thing will give us more science, but really I need control surfaces, specifically this one, so we can get a plane. So I'm going to research that. Yeah, it's pretty expensive too. You gotta buy it for 34,900 funds, which we will do. And the next thing I unlock is probably going to be this science thing finally. And then after that, probably flight control. And that should be good. Alright. Still got a orbit Kerbal distance records, altitude records, and speed records. Okay. Well, now that we have control surfaces, I can actually make something that'll fly a little bit better. So, but the tonnage of that darn landing pad is a bit too much. Right, so let's take off these fins. I can still use this rocket. Let's get these. So just 2 for now. We'll do... Actually, the jet engine might not be a bad idea. With a very minimal fuel supply. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Dual jet engines. Only we got one type of intake. It'll have to be that. Put the thrust way back here. And let's add some fins. Let's see. I guess 4. There we go. There. So this should fly. I hope. Down there like that, and it should be good. I'm actually going to reposition these things. So let's put the goo there and put the parachutes here. That should work a little bit better. And I'll keep the heat shield on there just in case. Let's go ahead and launch it. See if this thing will actually take off. Because if it does, it can go pretty far. Oh, here we go. It flies. Alright, let's orient it this way so I get more use out of these other 2 fins that I added on here. Test the... Ooh, it's bouncy. But it'll do. So I'll just take this up as high as it'll go with these basic jet engines and then fire the booster, and we should get a nice suborbital flight from that, because this is going to get us out of the relatively thick atmosphere, and hopefully we don't get overheating also. And we might get to space, so I'm gonna keep that. Let's see, Curving Shores. I think I'll actually get the biome here for flying over the water. Which we should be over right about now. Come on. Really? And we'll just wait. Alright. Starting to lose thrust. There we go. Okay, we got the crew report from the water. Come on. There we go. Alright, power the engines down. And fire the booster. There we go. It's got pretty good control, actually. Oh, we're moving. Overheating. Release. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, only 42,000. Oh well. Well, we got some, 4 things achieved. Might get a couple of more. We'll just see what happens. Materials Bay. Upper atmosphere again. Yeah, so I'll just wait till it lands in the water and then we'll get the materials bay reading from the water. And we got 5. So let's keep on going. Yep, got 6. Probably gonna get a bunch of distance records for just this one little flight, which is actually pretty good. That should give us enough funds to upgrade the pad. Alright, we're going a bit quick, so I'm just going to aim the heat shield retrograde just in case. We're okay. Yep, so we got 6 things accomplished there. All distance, altitude, and speed records. Pretty good. Okay, get the material bay. Mystery goo, and we're good. Yep. Alright, so now we got enough funds. Upgrade the pad. And let's see. Yep, so orbit. Speed record, altitude record, distance record. Okay. So now I can actually build a somewhat serviceable craft here. Let's get rocket here. Yeah, I'll go for the 200 swivel engine. And now I can add solid rocket boosters. Yeah, I think 2 should be fine. Okay. Actually looks pretty good. Should be able to deorbit fine. These are probably going to blow up actually. So let's get the service bay. Another little interesting part. that up, and we'll put these in here. Like that. Alright, good. Sweet. Okay, so that should actually be good enough for, hopefully, for orbit. Let's see. There's that one, and we're good. Okay. Here we go. A little shaky. Oh no! Kerbal rocket. That won't do. Need more control, I guess. So let's, the aerodynamics are probably off, so let's put 4 of these. Here. That. And, yeah, fuck that. Okay, might actually be a little bit better since I'll be able to aim the nose a little bit. So let's try this one. Very shaky rocket. Let's see what we got here. Should be able to break free from the atmosphere. Let's go ahead and start thrusting. Check fuel. There we go. Alright, 76,000. We're slowing down kind of quick. Alright, we're good. Cool. So we actually managed to escape the atmosphere there with that rocket. Not too bad. Let's just go ahead and jettison that now, since we won't be needing it. And let's open up the bay. Actually, crew for upper atmosphere. Alright, we're good there. Observe goo. Go ahead and keep that one since I got plenty of them in there. Almost into space. Hey, we're in space. Alright, so let's observe the goo. Keep that. Crew report from space. And observe the bay. Cool. Alright, so we got all that data. And we can't go EVA yet because you have to unlock the astronaut complex upgrade, which is something I saw, which is kind of cool. I guess it makes sense. Okay, aim our rocket retro. And hurry up. Ooh. Hey, we got the distance too, I think. That's pretty good. Alright, got speed record. Alright, here's re-entry. Let's check the ablator. So when we're actually experiencing the effects of the re-entry heat, the ablator will start counting down. Which it hasn't yet. I guess we didn't use any of the heat shield there. Oh well. Alright. Observe goo. Keep that. For what it's worth, since I have plenty of the goo containers. Alright, a nice slow descent into the ocean. Alright, and we'll get some more of that from the water. And we're good. Okay, go ahead and recover. And reap the benefits. The benefits and rewards of science. Cool, got 86 science, got lots of money. And he got XP, or no XP. Cool. There we go. So now we can have lots of contracts. So these are the new Ferry VIP ones, which are pretty cool. They do give you some minor money if you complete them. There's a couple of them that give you lots of money for like orbiting the moon and whatnot. Orbit Kerbal Escape trajectory. We're not going to be able to do escape trajectories. Not going to do that one. Launch escape system. TR-18A. Yeah, we can do that one easily. So we'll go ahead and accept that one. And Mark 16 extra large. We don't have that. Small landing gear. I think we can do that one. Suborbital, suborbital. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that one for now. It's really simple. Just need a crew pod like that. And one of these. Launch. Here we go, you ready for this? In the name of science. Boop. Objective complete. That was worth $4,252 and 1 science and 1 reputation. Hooray. Alrighty. I guess I'll recover the 1 piece of debris. Boop. Alright, and then when you have the special zones that they want reports over, they mark them on your map here, and you can set navigation to them, so that way it marks it on your nav ball, and you can fly over there and examine it. So, they made it pretty easy to do. Let's see, 112,000... 140 tons. That's 350. Damn. That's a lot. Alright, so let's see. Cool. 112. So that gets us space data, which is going to be really good. Okay, and I can get one more thing. Probably going to be science. Research that, buy it. That was pretty cheap. Only 5,000. Miniaturization we won't really need for quite a while. But the barometer, that gives us lots of stuff, so we're going to need that. And I would like to get some of the other aerodynamics things, so I can make some planes and start flying them. I think we're good. Alright. So... I don't think I can make any really spectacular planes at the moment, but we can get more science data now with the thermometer. So, yeah, that's it for this episode. Next episode I'm going to do gathering a bunch of science data from around the KSP Space Center, because there's a lot of science that you can actually do before you even get up into space. So we're going to do that, and I'll show you guys what I mean here with a little example. We'll get a fairly decent sized fuel tank, get the 200 power motor, and let's get 2 of these right there, and we'll also get like 4 thermometers and probably some wings. Those are a bit large. And they're all about the same, aren't they? Actually, we should be good. Should be good with just that. And yeah, and the thermometers. Okay. So I'll show you guys what I mean right here real quick. The KSP itself, it actually has a bunch of biomes in it, and one such biome is directly on top of the vehicle assembly building. So we'll do that. Log temperature. Throttle down. Alright, so we're gonna land right on top of the building. Hopefully. looks pretty good. Drift over here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There. So we're gonna land right on top of the building. And this is actually its own biome. And I think there might also be one from down on the ground next to it. But you can get surface samples and everything else from right on top of the vehicle assembly building, which is pretty sweet. I'll land on it nice and gently, because we don't want to destroy the building. Observe mystery goo, and then see mystery goo observation wall from VAB main building. So this is actually a thing that you can do to get tons of science from just around the KSC. So we got that one. Do temperature scans, and you can do every single science thing from on top of the building. VAB crew report main building, and we can also do an EVA from the main building as well. EVA report. There you go. So you can do that from every single place around the KSC. So each individual zone here that that lights up is its own biome. So the space or the research lab is its biome. This is a biome. This is a biome. You know, this is a biome. You know, so on and so on. And I didn't really know that at first. The way I found out is I just launched here, and then I was just getting data real quick from a short flight, and I landed right on the edge of the administration building, and then it gave me lots of science data from the things. So you can get a lot of data and a really quick boost, as you can see right there, from just gathering science around from the KSC area. And the easiest way to do it is probably just to have a rover, but you can't really get rovers that early. So this is kind of the best way to do it. So now we got lots of data from that. Actually, kind of want this larger fuel tank here. So let's research that. Purchase. And fuel systems, this will be the one that gets us everywhere because it adds fuel lines in all of my favorite fuel tanks. And that should be good. And you can log, you can do pressure scans from on top of it, on top of the building and everything else. So any available science thing, you can use it from anywhere on KSC, and it's pretty cool like that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this first little episode of Career Mode. I'm going to be doing some more episodes in Career Mode. The audio for the game just cut out there. And, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy the new update. Tell me what you like about the new update, and any other missions that you would like me to do from Career Mode or from regular. I'm going to restart my my main game, actually, as well, in Sandbox, just because there's so many new parts and everything that you can do. I'm going to start planning out the Grand Tour, where I land on other planets and mine them, and use that to get fuel and explore the solar system that way with kind of a minimal ship, minimal lander kind of thing. But I guess you're going to need kind of a strong lander for places like Moho and Tylo, because they got pretty strong gravity. But actually, Tylo lander's kind of large. But anyway, I'll be working on that in the future. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.